problems is unity, one race, the human race moving confidently forward to answer our questions. People that are in the minority in the community always worry, are they going to be treated as equals? If I'm governor, you'll be treated as equals, because I know you are my equal. There's no question in my mind. To ensure that we have the best government possible, we need Latinos in all government leadership positions and agencies, not agencies that just deal with Latino issues, but all issues in our society, because we need the best talent to lead us forward. So in all matters of agencies and within the inner circle of my cabinet, I need great Latinos because they're wise and they can lead our state to a better future. My final plea to you is that you too will run for office. If this 60-year-old cancer doctor can come out of his practice and run for governor, you can do it better. So I encourage you to run, and especially some people need to run for office. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.
Nicholas said maybe too smart to do that. In closing, I want to thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. Oregon is as good or as not good as we allow it to be. This election matters. It matters at every level, down from dog catcher all the way up to whether we choose to be the next commander-in-chief. I spent most of my life in and out of public service. 20 years in the military, the classroom, and a lot of local government in terms of city council, school board, mayor, largely voluntary. I believe that public service is a priority. It always has been for me. I've always made time to try to put the needs of the community, the nation, and the state first. And if given the opportunity to serve another 2 years, I'll continue to do that. But at the end of the day, it's our responsibility to make sure this community meets the responsibilities of being good members of that community. And that means paying attention to details, asking the tough questions, pushing leaders to do the right thing even when it's not fun. And it also sometimes means living with answers that aren't happy answers, but they are in fact the real answers to complex problems. We did not get into the challenges that we have right now overnight. We're not going to get out of it overnight. But if we work together, step by step, recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, and build a sense of community, we can get there. So, thank you.
First off, I want to thank you all so much for coming. I'm so impressed with the turnout. And I'm really proud of everybody that took the time of their afternoon to come and hear, because if you haven't heard this from me yet, you're important, and your voice and your vote is important. And the fact that you're here shows that you know that your vote matters, and it matters to me, and it matters to the other people, it matters to your neighbors. So thank you so much for coming. For the last 28 years, we've been around in our business. For the last 23 of those years, I've been in the classroom side by side with the teachers and the parents and saw our schools failing. So again, I want to leave you with our jobs and economy are important to me. I mentioned growing up on the farm, and one thing that I didn't tell you was I was taught not to complain, I was taught to fix the problem. When there was a problem on our farm, my dad would look at me and my sister Leslie, and he would literally say, girls, grab your boots, put your boots on, grab your gloves, and let's go fix it. And we didn't sit around and complain, we just fixed it. And my friends, we don't have time to sit around and complain, we need to fix it. And we need people in there, like me, that is willing to do the work. I've proven this in the last year, walking and meeting with you, and visiting Aldo at one of the businesses I went and met with, that my role is not to go in there with my agenda and tell you this is what my agenda is. A representative is a representative of you. You come to me and you say to me, Representative Moret, this is an issue. How can you help me with this? And I'll say, well, let's sit down. How can I help you? That is what a state representative does. Not come in and push my agenda on you. And so I thank you again so much for coming. It means so much to me that you're here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
So I missed the memo on closing remarks. So Teresa did not give me closing remarks, but I'll just let you know what I always say when people ask me why I support her and why I'm proud to work for her. As someone who loves learning, I am passionate about Teresa because she wants to prioritize our schools. She wants to invest in our K-12 system and in our higher education so we can lower our class sizes and we can actually start doing more for our students. We can bring back career technical education in our high schools. That's the path to success for so many students. I'm passionate about her because as a daughter of a small business owner, I know that Teresa is going to put our small businesses before large out-of-state corporations. I know she's going to fight for our working families. She's passionate about making sure that men and women are going to get equal pay for equal work, and wouldn't I like to see that? And I'm also passionate about Teresa as a granddaughter. I know that she is going to protect our seniors by toughening penalties on elder abuse, making sure that all Oregonians can save for a secure retirement. So that's why I'm passionate about Teresa, that's why I'm supporting her, and I hope that we can count on your support and your votes as well. So thank you all so much.
Yes, thank you all for being here, and again, thank you to the Latino Business Alliance for having this. And I just want to say, I appreciate everyone for coming out, and my motivation in returning to serving public service is every one of you in this room, everyone in Oregon, everyone. We are all in this together. And again, we all want the same things. We just have to sit down and work together. Pull up a chair, extend a hand. Because there's more that we have in common than divides us. And we shouldn't be defined by political party. It should be what we do for our community and how we treat each other. And as I go knocking on doors, and I love doing it, and as I've gone to visit businesses, and I've done a small business tour throughout this campaign, and I've just picked up the phone and called people that I don't know, and I've just said, I want to know you, I want to know what's important to you. I went and knocked on a door just yesterday, and the gal was so distraught, and she said, why vote? Nobody cares. And she explained all the horrible things happening in her family. And I said, I care. That's why I'm standing on your door. And I won't tell you where she lives because I'll bet none of you would want to go and knock on her door. She's a valuable human being, and she has a family. And she has every right to good government that everyone else does. And our government is failing her. Our government is failing our kids. Our government is failing vulnerable people. My passion has always been people who are vulnerable, of course, our kids in education, seniors, the disabled, homeless people, just kids at risk, especially kids at risk. And the list goes on, and people need help, and we can help them, but we have to have transparent government that's accountable to the people, not to government. And as was said here earlier, when you're elected, you represent the people. You don't represent government or special interests. I'm putting people over politics, and I'm excited to go back and serve again. So thank you for your support, and I appreciate your vote.
Are you all going, whoo, she's the last one? You know, old saying goes, and it's true. People don't really, are too concerned about how much you know, as much as they are about how much you care. They care about how much you care about them. So I get that, I understand that, I understand the importance of that. I've told you all the things about me that are near and dear to my heart and where I've come from. I think it's important that I meet you where you are. I have not been to all of your monthly meetings. I was able to come and speak at one of those. I need to be better at that. I need to show up because I'm not going to get to know you if I don't. And as a representative, that's my job. That's my responsibility. And while, yes, I want you to come to me, I also owe you that. I have a responsibility to you. And I can tell you today, and I know a lot of you don't know me, but my word means everything to me. That's how I was raised. Handshake and your word is everything. And I will be at your meetings. I don't know if I'll be at every one, but I guarantee you, you're going to start seeing me. Because without having those conversations, we can't move Oregon forward. And I want to get to know you. And I want you to know that I'm just going to be honest about that. I can do a better job of having those conversations. And I hope that you would come and join me every other Friday when we have those meetings. But I also want to make a commitment to you that I'll meet you where you are. So with that, thanks so much for coming. Thanks for having us. It was great.
Just hearing the baby in the background at the end reminds me that we have to work together